Welcome to NBA Top Shot Weekly. I am Alex Kennedy. He is Oliver Maroney. Oliver, how are you?
Doing well, man. Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well too. I'm excited. We have a great guest today. He'll be joining us here in a few minutes. He is JE Skeets. He is from the No Dunks podcast. He's also a Top Shot hot boy. Definitely check out their podcast. They do a great job there as well. He's a big Top Shot collector. Before JE jumps on, I do want to take care of some housekeeping here. We obviously go live every single week and have this live stream. You can watch it on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. We also now have an audio version that's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. So check that out if you want to listen when you're driving or doing chores or whatever. We have that too. But yeah, so we drop these every Thursday for people who are new to this. But we appreciate you guys watching. Oliver, before we bring JE on, I want to talk to you kind of about just the state of Top Shot and the marketplace and things like that. There's been a lot of conversations about it. What are your thoughts on kind of where things are at? And then we'll expand on it once Skeets is on.
Yeah, I think, people who are on the platform in early January, late December, you saw this sort of thing happen. Not at this scale, but I mean, to give people who don't really know what's going on, essentially, over the past few days, the Top Shot marketplace has definitely seen a dip. I wouldn't say necessarily in transactions. They're still seeing like a pretty solid amount of transactions, but it just looks like the marketplace as a whole has taken a dip. I mean, I'd say most everybody's portfolio is, down account value wise, probably somewhere between 20 and 40 and potentially 50, 60, 70%. And the reason I believe this has taken place is there has been a lot of pack drops lately and a lot of reserved, like when people were asking for packs, Top Shot was obviously listening and trying to accommodate for that. And so they created a bunch of new ways that you could do that. Obviously, the collector score was one thing we saw this week that they rolled out with throwdown packs. We saw reservation packs, so you could make a reservation in advance and you get a pre-order pack. And with that comes a lot more moments onto the marketplace. And, there are still, I would say, quite a few rent seekers, I guess you could call them. That's what I've heard them being called. Essentially, people who buy a pack, flip it, sell it, and then are no longer really engaged in the Top Shot experience. And so I think just the culmination of those things together, combined with the fact that we have, I think right now, probably supply is beating demand. And I'm not trying to be rude about it or inconsiderate. I think ultimately Top Shot will get to a point where the demand keeps up with the supply. But as of now, with the user base that they have, we're looking at a lot more moments per user than we used to have. And so with that comes obviously a drop in price. And it was to be expected at some point, but obviously I think a lot of people are a little bit concerned, and rightfully so. Everybody has a right to be. You throw your hard-earned money at something like this, and it doesn't come to fruition the way you thought it would. And sometimes people get frustrated. And obviously, there's ups and downs and everything. Cryptocurrency saw the same thing with an Elon Musk tweet yesterday. This is part of being in a marketplace, and a new one at that. So while I am a little bit concerned, I've seen some positive signs of things coming down the pike. Obviously, you saw the FanDuel kind of thing they did yesterday, where fans can now submit fantasy lineups in FanDuel, and they can potentially win a legendary holo pack. You also saw the introduction of what Jacob referred to last week on our show, the quest, quote unquote. So essentially, you take instead of specific moments from the marketplace, you can now take any sort of moment that's in a specific genre, I would say, or a specific play style, play type. So I think in this one, it's 3 dunks, 3 assists, and then you also need 3 seeing stars in order to qualify. So, that I think really opens the door to having more of a collector experience on Top Shot. That is, the start of what you could see potentially collecting on Top Shot looking like, and valuing your collectors. And I think that's something that Top Shot absolutely needs to continue to do, because When you look at the true collectors on the website, those are the people I would call myself one. And those are the people who put their hard-earned money in before a lot of other people did, entrusted that Top Shot would, keep them at bay, or, really pushed the positive experience of Top Shot on a lot of people. I'll use myself telling you about Top Shot and telling a bunch of other people about Top Shot. And so for that reason, I think it's really important and vital that they keep those people happy. And, people can get upset with me for saying that, but I think ultimately when we look at Top Shot a year, 2 years, 3 years down the road, those founding 20,000 users that were on, before I'd say January or so, those people are going to be looked at as the start of this. And if they're not around, you really lose a lot of that really positive collector base that has been around forever, and that portion of the community that really has been driving this NBA Top Shot narrative from day one.
Yeah, and we had Jacob Eisenberg on last week. He's the community lead for Top Shot. If anyone missed that, I would definitely recommend going back and watching that episode. It's on YouTube. You can find it on our on Twitter. But he basically explained that it's interesting because they do have those collectors that they're trying to keep happy, but then they also have new people that haven't figured out Top Shot yet or found Top Shot. So they're trying to make that entry level as easy as possible. They're trying to, right now you can go on Top Shot and start collecting for $2. You can grab a moment off the marketplace for $2. So I think they want to have that, it's easy for people to start collecting. And he kind of said the same thing with the pack drops too. They want everyone to have that pack opening experience. So yeah, it's tough to balance the two, where you reward the people who were on early. And I think one of the reasons that we were so obsessed with Top Shot initially and still are was just how difficult it was to get a pack, and I think they were so rare and it was hard to come by. But Jacob mentioned too, whenever people don't get packs, they just get flooded with messages, people who are upset and frustrated. So, understandably, they're trying to open up and make more moments and packs available. So I think that's what this is about. And again, they're still trying to figure everything out. I think there are growing pains with something that's, this new, where they're trying to keep their core audience happy while also making it mainstream and continuing to grow. Because look, from the very beginning, you and I have talked about how in the long run, the reason one of the reasons we're so confident in Top Shot and why it could be so big and something that we both put money into is because we felt like there's this mainstream appeal where the NBA could embrace it. They could put a lot of things behind it and it will only get bigger and bigger. So that's part of this too. They're trying to do that and become mainstream. Excuse me. They're trying to become mainstream and appeal to that audience as well, but it is a balance. I guess, what were your takeaways from our conversation with Jacob about that and why they're kind of making the decisions that they're making?
Yeah, I get both sides of it. I think it's felt like for the past month or two, a lot of the decisions have been based on a new user base coming in. And I think that's something that we definitely, I respect what they're trying to do. I understand it. As somebody who's been an avid collector and thought certain moments were valued at a certain number, and I've put a lot of my own money in, it is difficult to fully understand like the market economics of something like this. And I think anyone has trouble with that. You immediately go to, since there's new users, there's more money influenced inside of the marketplace, and therefore all the moments should in theory go up. But then when you throw this supply and demand thing out there, you throw out 300,000 packs, say, to a bunch of users, you really don't know what to expect or what to happen. And that's not on Top Shot necessarily. But, from what we took away with Jacob, I think ultimately it does sound like these quests that we're seeing that kind of got implemented the other day, the new collector score, those are geared towards collectors. However, it's very, very minimal currently. And what I mean by that is, like, I think my collector score was something like 8, 9, 10,000. The collector score you needed to get into the pack drop was 220. So
You had
like
me beat by a lot. I was 1,800, so you
there you
destroyed
go.
me there. But yeah,
So
you're right. It was a very, very
very
low
low
collector
bar.
score.
And,
Yeah.
and I think they had to do that to begin with because they're not going to they don't want to alienate 90% of the community right off the bat. But if they could start to crank that up, and maybe it's 500, then maybe it's 750, maybe it's 1,000, maybe a legendary becomes 2,000. Who knows? From that point forward, then you can really start to see where they can gear this to both parties. You could have I almost see Top Shot as two, and I was telling my friend this the other day. I was like, I almost see Top Shot as two different sites. There's the 30 to 50 to 60,000 true collectors out there that have thousands of dollars in account value and many, many moments, and they are trading at very high volumes, and they are doing a lot of moves and buying and not necessarily selling, probably holding a lot more. And they own moments that are very valuable. And so you look at like the legendary hollows, and you look at some of the rare moments on the site right now. I look at like the playoffs and the NBA finals moments and some of those moments. It's funny because those moments don't move as much in price as the lower or middle tier moments. And the reason that is because the true collectors out there, the big time collectors, the big time whales in the community aren't selling. So what you see is that these legendary hollows really hold value, and then you see where people get into packs and start reselling and start undercutting and start doing some of these things. And that typically happens in like the middle to low end of Top Shot. And so it really feels like there's almost a divide or a separation between the two. And it's something that I've taken into account, and I've very much considered kind of consolidating my account and maybe going into like one or two hollows and just calling it good. Because for me, as much as we all like a volatile market, it does give you some like highs and lows. I'm very much more comfortable of just like holding on to a few very, very nice moments and leaving it at that, rather than having 60 to 70 moments where, heck, I mean, I'm looking at all the Kevin Durants I bought a month ago, and they're 1/3 of the price. So
Crazy.
It's look, once again, this isn't all about money. I hope people understand that. I'm okay with losing what I put into Top Shot. Obviously, everybody is. They should be.
We've been saying that from the beginning. Like, don't put in something that you could afford to lose. Don't put your money that you need for your mortgage into Top Shot or any kind of cryptocurrency or thing like this.
Yeah,
we said that from the start.
Yeah, you have to expect that. I mean, I think I told you in our group chat when we were talking about Top Shot to begin with. I'm like, look, I'm not saying this is a great idea. I'm just saying I love the concept, and just put in what you think you can afford. But like, there is a side of Top Shot, whether you like it or not, you're still putting money to work one way or another, and that's the only thing. Like, I think Top Shot is doing a better job of it. But I do think for these bigger collectors and people who jumped in and really went gung-ho during that February boom have been burned. And, I love seeing the quest where they added the seeing stars as one of the requirements. And I think I tweeted it out the other day. I'm like, look, there should be multiple challenges involving seeing stars moments, because the people who held on to those got burned pretty dang hard. And, it's nobody's fault. It's not Top Shot's fault. It's not Top Shot's requirement or duty to necessarily do that. But do I think it could add value to some of the accounts that really lost a lot during that time? Absolutely. And I think it's something they should definitely consider more of. And I like I said, I like the steps that we're taking here. I like the progression that they're taking. And I hope to see this happen more with some of these quests, some of the challenges, some of the pack drops. And hopefully there's a happy medium to where these high-end collectors are satisfied and these other collectors that are just coming in, or people who don't know about Top Shot, are coming in and having a good experience. And ultimately, that's the toughest part of this for Top Shot right now, is you've got these super ultra big-time collectors, whales that have so many moments and so much put into this. And then you have these new customers that are coming in the door expecting a similar experience. So how do you cater to both sides? That's a big question mark for me with NBA Top Shot, and hopefully we'll see that start to progress as we see these quests start to grow and some of the other things that they're implementing. I mean, even this Charlotte Hornets thing they're doing with the limited edition NFTs, that seems like a really, really cool opportunity for those that obviously can attend the game. But I think moving forward, being able to implement that in all arenas and in all capacities in the NBA is really, really vital to their success long term, and just showcasing the utility of Top Shot.
For sure. We do have a giveaway at the end of this episode. We're giving away a limited edition pack. So go to basketballnews.com/topshot. And then Oliver, while we wait for JE Skeets to join in, do you want to give away one of our packs to someone in the chat like we did before? You know, we can. You want to have everyone put their username in the chat and we give one away? How about we do that? Yeah. Let's do that. And then, so we'll have one pack giveaway now. Everyone put your username in the chat. We'll pick someone, and then we'll have the regular giveaway at the end of the episode for people that entered at basketballnews.com/topshot. I'm going to tweet it out to let people know, we're live right now for people that don't know. So we're going to let people know that we're going to give away a pack. So I'm going to do that and give people a few minutes here to put their usernames in the chat. We'll pick one and give you guys a limited edition pack. So go ahead and drop that now. So it's interesting conversation. I see some of the names coming in right here. So yeah, drop those names in the chat, and then we'll pick one in a second. We'll open it here, so you'll see what you got, and then we'll transfer it to you afterwards. But yeah, it's interesting. I think I learned a lot from our conversation with Jacob last week, so I definitely recommend everyone go check that out. And I feel like there's still, for me, it's like, okay, there's a lot of smart people involved with Top Shot. They just got a ton of funding from Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, all these big name NBA players. So it's like the money's there, the NBA is behind it. So every time I get kind of worried about where things are at in the short term, and as far as like, oh, the market's not doing as well, I guess I haven't been as concerned about the market as some other people, because my approach has always been more of a long-term hold anyway. So I guess, do you ever feel like that too, where it's like maybe in the short term you won't be able to flip moments and see as much money from this right away, but are you still as confident, I guess, in the long-term vision as we were when we started collecting?
I am as confident. I think I would say that I have been more hesitant to buy moments and much more thoughtful about my process of purchasing moments, due to some of the volatility that we've seen in the marketplace. So I have held off, I think, a little bit more. And I'll be completely honest, I have sold off. I think I sold somewhere between 15 and 30 moments over the past 3 to 5 weeks. That doesn't mean I'm all out of Top Shot. I have 54 moments and somewhere between, 6 and 8K in account valuation or something like that still. So it's not like I'm out on Top Shot whatsoever. And I actually just loaded up on a bunch of CJ McCollum first moments yesterday, because I saw that it was just sometimes you look at some of these prices and you're just like, how much lower can they go? And but to your point, yes, I'm still very bullish long term. I think they just, in terms of supply and demand, they just need to be, I think, a little bit more careful about how much they're putting out and how quickly, and rewarding those really big collectors, Yeah. I just keep hearing that over and over, like these big time collectors that have purchased a ton and spent probably 90% of the marketplace money that's going in and out. Those are the ones you need to take care of, and they need to make sure that those guys feel like they don't need to feel amazing about it, but they also need to feel like they're being equally treated. And sometimes I feel like, especially with like the legendary pack drop and some of these other ones where the requirements were very, very small, it felt like, they were getting a little bit of the short end of the stick.
No, I see what you're saying for sure. I see both sides of it, but yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying. So our guest is here. Let's add in Mr. Skeets from the Top Shot Hot Boys podcast and No Dunks podcast. How you doing?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good. We appreciate you doing this. We actually just were about to give away a pack, so let's give that pack away. Yes, the good stuff.
Oh, you're giving it to me, I thought you were saying. I was like, all right, sweet, awesome. I love this show. I just show up and you give me a pack. No, yeah, let's do it. Do a giveaway.
So
Sorry, I'm running late. I was actually on another Top Shot podcast. Everybody's talking Top Shot right now. It's amazing.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So I saw a name that I have to give it to this person because I think the name's funny. It's someone that commented on YouTube. Their name is Dre Marsh, but their Top Shot username is KD's Bald Spot. So right there,
wow,
Winner, second winner.
That's the winner. Oliver, do you want to pull up your screen and open the pack for them? So we're gonna see, Dre, what you got right here, and then we'll transfer you the moments in about a week. But we're gonna open the pack for you. I believe it's a release 10 pack. So the common moments are out of 15,000. So it's a good pack. Let's see what you get here. Let me know when you're ready, Oliver.
I'm ready when you are. Got it?
All right. This one's for Dre. And then after this, we have one more pack to give away too. Enter at basketballnews.com/topshot. And we'll give that away at the end here. But yeah, let's see what Dre got.
All right.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Dre.
Yeah, no, exactly. Hey, you could get a LaMelo Ball first moment out of this. You could get an Anthony Edwards first moment. You could get a LeBron. There's some big moments in here. So
we've had 4 people. I think we've had like 7 shows.
Giannis.
Wow.
That's a good first moment. Yeah.
What a start. We've had so many people win
Oliver, I
LeBrons
wanted to
from our
ask
pack.
you just clicked right away. You went left. Are you a left to right man all the time, or do you switch it up?
I switch it up. I kind of just scroll through. It's like what I'm feeling at the moment. I'm a pretty spiritual Top Shot person.
I love it.
62-38 out of 15,000 for the Giannis moment. Solid. That's a great start. Where do we go? Right or middle here?
Hey, you're the one feeling it, man. You won the one the mouse over those things.
I'm going right. Well, middle is last. Oh my, no way. Okay. I saw the Pelicans logo. I thought it was a Top Shot Hot Boy. I thought the magic was there for the Zion, but we'll take there, Bledsoe.
It's a good moment. It's a good block.
It is.
I do like the play.
Buzzer beater. Is that a game winner?
Yeah.
Winning block? Yeah, that is. Yeah.
That's awesome.
10,975 out of 15,000. All right.
Let's see if our streak can continue. We've had so many LeBrons given away to people that we give away a pack every week, and for some reason we've had 4 LeBrons that have been given away from these packs. I still have not opened a LeBron, but for whatever reason, it always happens in these packs. So let's see if the streak continues. I hope it does. Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Celtic.
Taco? Yeah.
Taco. This for a while was like a pretty expensive moment. I was very surprised to see this on the marketplace. At one point, I think it was maybe $50 or $60.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what?
Well, there's a lot of crossover, I feel like, with like Top Shot and the memes, it makes sense.
Yep.
I can see it.
I think it has dropped. I believe I have that moment too. I think I pulled that in a pack once, and I remember at the time was like, "Wow, this is going for a lot." But I think it came back to earth a little bit. Probably still more than it should be for Taco Fall. But yeah, there are the meme qualities to it for sure.
Absolutely.
So before you joined, we were just talking about kind of the marketplace and where things are at, and we're obviously both obsessed with Top Shot. We put a lot of money into it. I talked about how I'm a really long-term believer. I feel like eventually the NBA will embrace this, and it's only going to get bigger, and they're going to do more and more cool things with it. But there are some people, people in our comments that we've seen that are worried about, where the prices are at, or just the marketplace. I guess what are your thoughts on kind of what we've seen from Top Shot recently, and just the state of, the state of the marketplace, really?
Yeah, I mean, I get the concern. Don't get me wrong. Like, don't go checking your, accounts, the overall values every day over the last little bit, because you're not going to be happy. But I'm like you, Alex. It's like I look at this more. I look at it from a couple of different perspectives. One, there is the content factor, like you guys are doing here, having a fun show like this. We do this with the Top Shot Hot Boys too, so that's a cool part for us. Like, oh, this thing that we like, we can also make a YouTube show about, and just have like a little subsection of our No Dunks fans that are also Top Shot Hot Boys and girls, and sort of make something just for them. So there's that. Then there's the part where I look at it as totally long-term. This is backed by the NBA, for crying out loud. People like to make money. I get it immediately. But also these leagues and the players associations and Dapper Labs, they like to make money too. And they want to do this, and they want this to go long-term. So my sort of like plan with moments in terms of collecting is definitely like players I like, players I think are stars, or already are stars, or becoming stars, or the possibility. And, I see the value in Series 1 Top Shot debut type things, because it is like a lot of these guys rookie moment, right? And in at least the card trading world, I don't know a lot about it, but I know rookies matter. So I play the long game too. I don't try and get caught up right now with, oh man, they're just flooding it with all these packs and all these packs. Well, they want to do that because hopefully there are a lot more people coming, and not every pack can, of course, be where you open it and it costs you $9 and you suddenly have like $40 right there that you can go on the marketplace. That's just not going to work. Again, I know very little about business, but I know that ain't going to cut it. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I get the worry, the complaints and stuff like that. But if you do take a step back and if you enjoy it, I think people are sometimes losing sight of like, is it fun to you? Do you like to collect?
Right.
You know, like I was just talking to somebody about this. I used to collect some things, but I sort of like got out of it. And a big part of it, I don't know if you guys are like this. This may be weird, but like, I don't like stuff. I don't like a lot of things like in my possession. I don't like usually even like put a lot of value to objects and stuff like that. Like if it had no use for it, then get it out of my face. But what I love about this is like, of course, the digital concept of it, of like, I am collecting, but it's right here in my phone or it's on my computer, and I don't need a closet full of things, and I don't got to worry about taking care of it in that sense of like keeping it dry and stuff like that. I actually like that part of it, which maybe I'm alone. Maybe there are other people like that as well.
No, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just like the fun factor for me is a huge thing. And that's why I get the packs, of trying to get packs to new people, because that's the best part about it. It is. I know the best part about it,
whether you like it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we just got a little excited clicking on a screen and you saw a Pelicans logo and we for a second were like, whoa, that might be Zion. And it's like that little fun moment of like, that's a blast. That's like when you are opening like actual cards, like you like do the little slide over and you see the logo and you're like, oh, who could that be? And your mind's going a mile a minute. It's fun to open these. We do it on Top Shot Hot Boys. You guys do it, of course, here. The ripping packs is a blast. And you just like to hopefully see it where you could buy a cheaper pack and still hit something big. There's the possibility of, catching the big fish in that, so to speak. So, anyway, that was a long-winded way. I don't even know really what I'm talking about now, Lex, but I'm into it. And I think people just got to try and not get too caught up in the number crunching and the dollars and all that. And maybe try and like enjoy it in the sense of collecting your favorite players, your favorite teams, and that sort of avenue. Personally.
Agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
Agree 1000%. Yeah, no, I'm big on, well, actually, I agree. I was also very, I wasn't aggressive towards the Top Shot thing, but I do understand where people are coming from who got in late February and, didn't really understand, like, and granted, that's probably on the people who got in late February as well, putting in maybe too much money or maybe not thinking about it enough, or some of the other things variables that happened. But what do you think about, I'm curious, Skeets, what do you think about legendary packs versus rare packs versus common packs? Do you think they all should be bunched into one? Everybody should have an equal chance? Do you think that like collectors who spend more or who have historically have just a bigger portfolio of moments and collect a little bit more, do you think they deserve more of a chance? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Deserve is a tough word to throw
deserve is
that. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Well, yeah, they're trying. I believe, Dapper Labs and Top Shot were implementing a lot of these, like having a collector score, having particular moments and that, to try and weed out, bots and people that are totally just in this for the quick buck, which it was a quick buck at the beginning for a lot of people. And it was like, wow, this is easy. I just got to like sort of hopefully get a chance to buy this pack, rip it, and then just throw them all up in the marketplace. Yeah. Or sell them. Yeah.
The packs were going for so much.
Yeah. And, people are seeing like the dollar bills there and like, okay, well, that's easy. Well, now that they're trying, that can't last. It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
And they don't want it to be that. Like they really don't. They want it to be a lot more than that. And like, we could get into, of course, all the utility for some of this stuff, maybe in the future at games and stuff like that. Like they see probably big plans with that stuff, but the deserving part, I'm fine. I'm sort of fine with the tiers and maybe having some level of like you've had to achieve this to maybe get into the possibility. Because really all it's allowing you is the possibility still
to get one.
Yeah.
to get one. It's not like here you go. It's not
increasing
that.
your odds, like
Yes.
just like this the throwdowns pack, it's like you have a better chance of getting it if some of the people who have maybe 1 or 2 moments in their account don't have that shot.
Yeah.
So.
And I think too, we're on this little precipice here of like, it's going to be interesting to see now that we've had packs, especially the throwdown pack, where people are coming out, negative EV.
Minus EV.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now that that's happened, it'll be fascinating to watch, like if that continues or not, or it just like removes a bunch of people from the next one. Like, well, that didn't work this time. Maybe it's over. Maybe the gold rush is over. I'm out of here. And it's like, okay.
It's great. That's great. I think it's great if that happens. I don't think it will happen. I have this weird inkling that the card market, you buy a box of cards for some days, a box of Panini Prism cards is like $2,000 right now.
Right.
You buy a box. If you don't pull a Mellow out of that or a couple other like cards, you're out probably somewhere between $1,000 and $1,500.
Sure.
So most boxes of cards are not plus EV either, and people are still buying them so much that they sell out,
instantaneously.
Yeah. Exactly. So
is that we got spoiled with Top Shot whenever every pack we're opening, you're like, 10xing your money with the legendaries, and then with the other one, I mean, that we just got spoiled. That's really what it is. So that's the only difference, I feel like.
Yeah. That if it would have been different if like that one of the first packs back in February was these throwdown packs that were like this, and you're like, oh, you're hoping for a Zion, you're hoping for an Anthony Edwards, excuse me, but there's a lot of other ones that are going to be not that valuable, at least on the marketplace, and maybe it'd just be a whole different attitude. Yeah. I had friends, by the way, like get in at the wrong time, if you want to call it that, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot have done that, and some are angry, and others are like, no, this is a long-term play. This is like in its infancy still. Like this is like this is nothing. And so people panic, people freak out, other people don't. They diamond hands, they just hold, and they're like, yeah, this is no big deal. And hopefully that's like with all of this, I think you've probably said this before, I'm sure, Oliver, like, yeah, you just pray that no one put money or even moving forward doesn't put money into this that they should not be afraid to lose. I mean, let's be honest. Like, I'm not hoping for that for anybody, myself included. But like,
absolutely,
you're not putting rent money on this. Hopefully, and you shouldn't be doing that with anything. So
anything like this that you don't know about or don't have any sort of like real backbone to, it's pretty like we 6 months ago, Top Shot wasn't even nobody even thought about it. So Alex and I, since the beginning of the show, I'm like, put in only what you feel comfortable putting in. Like, this isn't some money-making scheme. It's not the stock market. It's not anything like that. It's not something we've never seen before. Put in what you can put in, enjoy it, have fun. I mean, you're talking about the pack opening experience. It's, and I see this comment in here. It's all about the chance of cracking the moment or the moment that you really, really want or hitting a good serial. It's all about the chance. It doesn't matter if it's minus EV. I was going to get that throwdown pack one way or another. I didn't, I wouldn't have cared if it was minus EV, plus EV. It's still a rare moment, and you're getting a chance at getting a great serial or a great player or a great moment. And that's what it's all about. I mean, that to me, that pack opening experience accompanied with some of the challenges and things like the Edwards dunk. That was a big challenge moment for me. Like, I really wanted to do it because that's like if he wins Rookie of the Year, that's the moment that's played on SportsCenter. That's the top 10 highlight. That's the highlight you see. And if he becomes a multi-time All-Star, that's the moment everybody will look back at and say, this was it.
Yeah.
Against what team was that against again?
I don't remember. Some team in Tampa. They added some weird team to Tampa.
There you go.
Yeah. That's a great
Buccaneers.
answer.
That was it.
Yeah, that's right. The Lightning. I think it was the Lightning. The guy was on skates, so I remember. And then just like to sort of drive home that point too, Oliver. The truth is, like, if you had $100, if the moment cost $100 to buy that Anthony Edwards dunk, and you could just go buy it, let's say, or same amount of money, and you get the pack, and you click on it, and you pull it, which one of those two are you going to pick every single time? If, again, let's just say it was about You want
Absolutely.
to pull it. That's a part
You
of
want
the
to
fun
pull
of this.
the pack.
Yes. Yeah.
You want to get it.
It's it. I mean, it's like again, back to cards. It was one thing to actually get it in the pack, that player you wanted, whoever it was, to then just go to the trading card shop and buy it. Like, yeah, now you have it. Okay. And maybe you love the player, whatever. It's not as fun. It's not even close as fun of pulling it in the actual pack. So yeah, that's and I do think this is a big reason why, of course, we're seeing just what will probably get to the point where you can just buy a $9 pack whenever you want. I mean, I think that's what we're going to get to.
Yeah,
I think so
they've
too.
said that all along too.
Yeah,
so that
right.
I mean, that to me, that's fine. I was telling Alex, there's going to be a big separation and gap here between these holos and these like really big time moments and the rest of the marketplace. And that's what it feels like to me, where we're getting to a point where, these big time collectors, you're not going to lose a bunch of money on a holo because there's only 50 out there. And the people who own the 50 are likely long-term holds. They're probably not selling for cheap. They're not going to take less than whatever they put into it. So for me, I would love to see that happen even quicker than what we've seen it happen, just so that people get an understanding of like what is what in the marketplace and what does it creates a line for people to kind of draw, and they can kind of come to their own conclusions about what they want. But anyways, why don't we get some packs?
Let's start. Well, Oliver, you want to pull yours up first, or
sure? Yeah, I mean, I'll open my pack. Why not?
While we do that, BMac Craps from Twitch said, "Ask Skeets about sporks."
Wow. Well, shout out to what was his name? BMac. BMac
Raps, I think. Oh, BMac Raps. I said craps. I'm sorry, BMac. BMac Raps.
Well, apparently he doesn't rap very good. He's just alluding to, I don't know, crazy. I mean, we just did a beach stepping podcast yesterday. Look, it's near the end of the regular season. We've been doing a lot of shows over at No Dunks. This is around this time, everybody starts to get a little loopy. Things get a little zany. And I was telling a story about this food truck. By the way, I literally at one point on the podcast said, "What do you call those trucks with food in them?"
Oh my god!
Said that.
No,
we've all been there.
You're talking to the guy in Portland. This can't happen.
I mean, I just drew a blank on what they call trucks with food in them. Food trucks. Wow. Yeah, it turns out it's a pretty simple name for them. Anyway, I was talking about this small spoon, and I thought I said when I was telling the story, it was a small wooden spoon to eat these French fries in the place I was from up in Canada. This is a really weird story I'm sharing. But anyway, I said it was a spoon fork. And then somebody like 10 seconds later goes, "A spork." And I go, no. It was nothing like a spork. Even though I had just said spoon fork.
Oh my goodness.
But I didn't realize I had said that. And again, this is just
that's the dog days this season. I get it. Your brain's fried.
Just too many podcasts, too many live streams. I'm loving it. Don't get me wrong. Now the playoffs right around the corner. Also, we never took a break, of course, because of, pandemic hitting, and we continued to do shows. And then, the season ends down in Disney World, but it felt like it just picked up right again into another. Like, it just feels like we have just been podcasting daily for what feels like 18 months straight. Need a little bit of a break. Excited for the playoffs, of course. But yeah, I can't even remember what I'm saying like 10 seconds prior. So
shout out to you guys
to
too.
B-Craps or B-Mac Craps.
Well, shout out to you guys too, because I saw like your tweet the other day about just all of the content you guys have put out in 1 week. It's just so many videos. So if anyone hasn't checked it out, you absolutely should, because there's something for everyone. There's just so many different shows and videos, and it's great stuff. So props to you guys.
If I could do a quick plug, because I know a lot of people, of course, joining us here. So later tonight, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we are actually doing our happy hour live stream, which is usually just us hanging out on a Thursday night, sort of watching the NBA games, really just shooting the, just having a drink and sharing stories and having a blast and commenting with people in the stream and stuff like that. But tonight, it's a charity drive. So we're going to be raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Amazing. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be able to click on a little link in the stream on YouTube on No Dunk's page. And we got goals to raise a bunch of money tonight. So we'll have a blast. But yeah, join us tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Absolutely. Just search for No Dunks on YouTube if you want to come hang.
I'll make sure to retweet that. Yeah, it's funny. Your people are in our chat saying excited for happy hour cherry drive tonight. So your followers are here and they're pumped about it. But yeah, we'll definitely push that later. That's great stuff.
Can we donate some Top Shot moments to this? Can we
yeah. Oh man, I mean we could figure out a way to do it. I'm sure. Tass is sort of spearheading this with St. Jude. I know. Yeah, we'll figure something out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
No. I just throwing out an idea.
I love it.
All right. Where should we start here? I would like somebody else to do this.
Let's go middle. I'm a middle guy.
Same here. I always go straight down the pipe. I always click the middle one first.
Why middle? Oh,
Taco.
75.
I don't know why. I just always have.
I never pick the middle because it feels too obvious. I mean, I have to pick it, but
here's a question. Like that last pack, we got that person that won it got Giannis first, and then it was remind me who was the second moment. It wasn't that bad. I forget what it was, but then
it was Bledsoe. Blonde.
Yeah, Bledsoe. Yeah. And then it was Taco Fall. With especially like a 3-moment pack, would you prefer to do the Giannis first, like it's the best moment of the bunch, or do you love it last?
Two trains of thoughts here. I will take the Giannis last, in my personal opinion, because it will make me feel better about the pack.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I will instantly forget about the other 2 moments.
Yeah,
it's just like out the door. Oh, I got the Giannis. Cool.
Whereas if you go Giannis first, then you're like, oh, this could be the best pack I've ever opened. I'm going to get 3 crazy things. And then you're like kind of let down, even though you got a really good moment.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree.
We're all in agreement. And that's why I brought this up, because you got Taco first here. We got Raptor. Here we go. Pascal Siakam.
Okay.
What do you Go ahead. It's interesting. I like on Twitter, I'm seeing a lot of Siakam talk. And so now that we have Dishes and Dimes, that's part of our basketball news podcast network. And shout out to you for going on their podcast. And you've been a good supporter of them. They're great. They're amazing. I feel like I'm consuming so much more Raptors content and watching way more Raptors games than ever before. And I just see so much stuff about Siakam now. And I feel like non-Raptors fans feel some way. Raptors fans feel some way. What are your thoughts on his development?
I just think it's hilarious. This guy put up 22, 7, and 5, and he had a garbage season.
Yeah.
I mean, that's I know. It's a weird thing. Like, those are really good numbers. He still is a great player. He couldn't shoot at the 3 to save his life this year. I will be honest. Like, he was like garbage from 3-point land. He's under 30%. Had all these shots at game winners that unfortunately didn't drop too. They're like half of them were in and out. And I've said before, like, the NBA is weird. You can go 2 for 15, but if you hit that game winner, you're the man. You're the best. You know, you go 10 of 14 in a game and you miss like what some would think maybe a shot you could hit normally at the buzzer. It rims in and out. And it's like, this guy doesn't have it. You know, it's like, it's a fickle thing. But yeah, Siakam, I just want to write this entire season off. I'm at that point. This whole Tampa experiment. Look, I get why they had to do it. They're part of the NBA. They want them in it. They couldn't play up in Canada because of COVID-19 health and safety protocols. So they're forced to play there. But it's not fair. I think most people would agree with that it's not fair. They haven't been, of course, even in their own arena here for a long, long time. So I'm just writing the season off. It's like, I'm not concerned.
There's some bright spots. I mean, Malachi Flynn, to me, great Player. Gary Trent Jr. out of the trade. Feels like he's kind of made some strides. Feels like they've kind of they've obviously rode the ship. I mean, there's nothing else you can really do with what they currently have on the roster and the injuries they had and the losses they had in the last offseason. I have a question for you, though, about the Raptors. If you're to pick one actually Canadian-bred born player to play for the Raptors that's currently in the NBA, who are you taking and why?
Oh, my God. Well, there's only two guys that I immediately go to. They're two of my favorite players in the league. I have both their top shot moments. I think I have both their debut moments. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Jamal Murray, of course, which sucks now because of the injury. Can't go wrong with either of those. I mean, I guess I'll lead towards SGA just being younger and because of the Murray injury, though Murray is still a better player right now at this point, I think, in their careers.
Sure.
But yeah, give me SGA, man. Oh, from Hamilton, from the Hammer?
Canada's basketball team, Olympics, whatever the case may be, they should be really, really good. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like
they should be.
If you look at the roster, I don't recall like a time where Canadian basketball players were this prevalent in the NBA across the board. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But
no, you're not wrong.
Definitely feels like between RJ, SGA, Dylan Brooks, who else? Who else we got in here?
No, there's other like good players like Kemba, Kelly Olynyk,
yeah, exactly.
Corey Joseph. Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah,
there are a lot. We're even missing some.
Impressive.
Well, Team Canada plays. I believe it's in late June up in
Dort.
Victoria.
Yep.
Dort. Oh yeah, shout out to Dort. They play in a tournament that you have to win, and then you're in the Olympics.
There you go.
You have to finish first. An issue is Greece is also in that tournament. So, like, I'm actually praying that the Bucks, as a Canadian fan, I'm praying the Bucks go super far in the playoffs, and that Giannis is like removed from that team and that tournament, and that helps Canada's chances. Really sucks with Jamal Murray injury because he was like all in on Team Canada and like he was ready to play. So we'll see if they can make it. But I've said before, Oliver, I'll go on record here again. Raptors winning the championship, obviously, like the highlight of course, my basketball life, doing this for 15, 16 years, daily show. Like my team won a championship. It was awesome. It's amazing. And the first one, right? And I was there when it happened, which was really cool.
That's special.
But the next biggest thing in my basketball life will be when Team Canada beats the dream team, Team USA, in an international men's game, in like with stakes, in some sort of tournament. It'll be,
if
probably
only Steve Nash was like, man, if you could just like teleport time, go back in time, grab Steve Nash, a couple other really good.
He's still involved, isn't he? Isn't Nash like involved in the player selection?
And RJ Barrett's father, Roland Barrett's like a general manager of Team Canada and stuff like that. Yeah, and of course Nash is the godfather of RJ Barrett. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna happen. 10, maybe 12 years.
That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah,
SGA is like a seasoned veteran.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
But first, let's just try and make the Olympics.
There you go.
I'm getting ahead of myself with Team Canada.
Last moment here.
All right.
Grab it. Brooklyn? KD.
Hey, there we go.
Wow. This is solid.
Nice.
Most undervalued player on Top Shot right now.
Wow. You think?
That's by
you've been saying that for a while.
Shot.
Yep.
I just don't get it. This moment, I think it's somewhere between like $50 and $60 right now. If you compare that to like the LeBron at like 400, it really, I don't know. He only has like 5 moments on the site right now.
Yeah, because he was injured last year. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of his moments. I like this to 7,500 one. I think I own like 2 or 3 of those ones. But really big fan of that moment. So
no, that's a good moment. And you're right. Like if they win the title, he wins another Finals MVP. It's only of course going to bolster his already incredible resume. Huh.
Yeah, I'd love a run it back, Kevin Durant, but I don't have the pockets or funds to support $20,000. So,
well, if this Nets team like can win multiple championships too, which with this trio, you never know. Like that first shot of his, that first moment from the Nets, that could be even cooler.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh. Got the crazy tie dyes on there too.
Big fan of this one.
It's a good one.
I've been collecting the Kevin Durant's quite a bit lately. I actually was looking at purchasing what was it? Oh, it was Alex and I had this discussion last week about serial numbers and area codes. Big area code guy.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to try and get my hands on a 416 Jamal Murray.
There you go.
519,
exactly.
excuse me.
Yes, 519. Yeah, exactly. I was trying to I don't even know how to pronounce this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Minnesota? I don't know. Mississauga. I'm sorry. I butcher that every time I say it.
thought you were trying to say Minnesota, and I'm like, are you serious? You can't say Minnesota? Yeah, Mississauga. I know what you're talking about.
Yes. I was going to get a Dylan Brooks.
Where the Timberwolves play.
Yeah. I was like, all right.
I can't get the jersey numbers. You can't get the number ones.
No.
What's the next best thing? Go to the homegrown talent. I'm grabbing a bunch of the Portland, Oregon guys, the Peyton Pritchards and the Kevin Loves and the other guys like that, trying to grab the area code. So that's the next serial number hunt.
I sort of like that because that's why I've seen you tweeting every once in a while, like
503.
Hey, like, or you're like, hey, if anybody knows B Skidly Pops on Top Shot, let me know. I gotta talk to him.
Yeah,
he's got a serial number I want.
That's what I've been looking for, man. I'm trying to. I got the 206 Malachi Flynn, which is the closest I could get. Seattle.
Okay.
Well, I'm also trying to make it so it's like guys I covered in high school, that sort of thing. So Terrence Ross, I've got 2 503 Terrence Rosses. That's great. Add to the collection, Oregon guy. So
I was gonna say those are like good serial numbers too. Like I'm a big 3-digit serial number guy.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I can't, it's getting a little too rich for my blood when we're talking single or double digits.
Yeah.
Triple digits, like you can find some gems every once in a while. So I like that.
Same.
And it looks better, right? It looks
just so much cleaner.
Yeah,
it just looks
I
cleaner.
agree.
Okay.
So do you want to open your pack up next?
Do I have a pack here? Do I?
Yes, I believe you do.
Okay,
so if you share screen, then you can go ahead and do that.
Yep. I'm familiar with the StreamYard. Don't you worry.
Yes, I'm sure. While we do this, one person just said in the chat their sound is not working, or the sound's not working for them. If anyone else has an issue, definitely drop. I guess you wouldn't be able to hear me right now. This is not an effective way to ask. Sign language. Ask if sound is not working.
There you go.
People are saying it's working. I guess that's just that one person. Never mind.
That one person. Here's a tip. Unmute your computer there. It usually does it. Or just unplug it and plug it back in. That works for everything. Okay, let me fire this up. How do you guys, like, before I do this, how do you guys usually do like your giveaways and stuff like that?
So we usually give 2 away. We give 1 away to people who are in the chat who just drop their username and we transfer it like you saw before. And then we have another giveaway at basketballnews.com/topshot where people can enter. They basically have to like us on I think Instagram and follow us on Twitter, and then they're entered.
Okay.
And so we have all the names and we pull one every week and give away.
Okay, let me ask this. If I open this pack, can we give away all 3 of these moments? And as long as I only want to do it for people here in the stream. I only want people joining us now.
Absolutely.
When he said as long as, I was waiting for as long as it's not a LeBron James or Kevin Durant.
No, you know what? I'm all in here. I didn't expect to even pop a pack.
So let's do that.
I'm giving away all 3 of them.
Well, yeah, I'll let you people right now post your username in the chat, and then we'll let you pick someone, and you can transfer it to a week from now. That's perfect.
Okay. So because the only issue is, I can see. I can see the comments here. I obviously didn't have that clicked over. Okay, great.
Cool.
I mean, I think it's only right for this BMAC Raps guy to make.
Yeah,
I sort of do as well.
I did insult him and
Bema Craps.
Bema Craps. I like he goes immediately after he goes, it's BMAC Raps. Sheesh. So I definitely I can co-sign that.
Okay, let me get to sharing my screen here. I'm dilly-dallying. Hold on, everybody. Here we go. Boom. Chrome tag. I noticed you guys didn't do the audio. What was the reason for that?
Yeah, so we've done it in the past, and it's just so loud and it's hard to talk over. So we kind of just stopped doing it. But
I won't do it then.
It's totally up to you.
I need someone to play like Jeopardy music in the background when you're opening a pack, or maybe some like elevator music. That would be interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. You're right. It's like sometimes on Top Shot Hot Boys, we like to play a little bit of the music. It gets us hype. And sometimes it's like at the perfect level, but you're right. We've had many times where everyone's like, what?
Well, let's do it.
What? No. Don't worry. I already didn't do it on the old sharing here. Okay, so everybody's dropping their Top Shot usernames in the stream team right now. We're seeing them. Okay, I do like this idea of giving Bema Craps one of these moments here. I like that a lot.
He's also a big supporter of yours. Like he's been dropping inside jokes. I think he's the one that had the sports story. So
okay, he's getting one.
Perfect.
It's only right. Right.
I think he said his name was BMAC, just BMAC on Top Shot. So BMAC.
I should write this down. Good. Somebody write this down. Alex, help me out. Okay, Oliver's got it.
Okay,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, Oliver's this first one's going to BMAC. We've decided that.
All right. First woman going to BMAC.
And I said this. I go right down the pipe. Okay, that's where we're going.
Yeah, you're going middle. Okay.
Middle man.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Good luck to me. Good luck to BMAC. Here we go.
Fingers crossed.
Pacers, TJ
McConnell. It's a TJ.
TJ McConnell.
Okay.
Are you excited to have Nate Bjorkgren back in Toronto next year?
That was sort of out of left field, wasn't it?
That was a wild story.
Didn't really see that coming. This was needed for one of the challenges, was it not? At one point,
multiple challenges.
Multiple challenge. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool Cats Anthony Davis, and then Cool Cats. Maybe another Cool Cats.
Wow.
Another Cool Cats. Yes.
Incredible.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be weird if that moment they just decided it has to be involved in every third challenge?
Oh, there would literally be 5,000 in my account tomorrow.
Yeah,
if that was
pretty
case.
funny.
TJ's on the board of directors.
All right, I'm just scrolling here again. Shout out to everybody joining us live here. I'm gonna find. Okay, I'm just
dropping your usernames.
Yeah, I'm just literally scrolling here.
The microwave. That's
a good one.
That's a good one.
Let's go with the microwave. That's the top shot. It looks like it's George. Okay, George, this is your moment. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. What do you got?
Trey.
1176.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, that's part of a jersey?
Oh, wow.
Oliver's the
part of jersey.
No, he's the king of the serial numbers. He's like 1 + 1 + 7. Like, he's the man.
Yeah, it is 11. It is 11.
Yeah, numerology, bro. Are you? All right.
Yes.
I try and play the numbers. I got a Trey Young, the Kobe tribute, and it's 408. 4 number 8.
Yeah.
Kobe. Yes.
Good call. Okay.
It takes a while to figure.
I was like, all right.
You're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Someone, Ryan Kayet said that his Top Shot username is Day Old Pizza Surprise, which is pretty hilarious.
It's a good one.
27 dresses.
Okay, let's go 27 dresses because I know that I'm almost positive 27 dresses is a No Dunks fan as well because I see that in the Top Shot Hot Boys, and I don't think he's ever got selected.
Okay,
so let's go 27 dresses. This is the last one. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
It's an underrated movie.
That's right. 3-pointer.
That's
beautiful.
Wow. Perfect.
Hey, 27 dresses, number 27, Jamal Murray. Boom.
Whoa.
There you go, Oliver.
This is crazy.
Whoa.
And wait, it's 27 dresses. Are you from Canada? Drop that in the chat because that makes it even crazier. If you are
wild, if he's from Kitchener, can you imagine?
Kitchener's finest.
Next
level.
They
did say Kitchener's finest. Let's see.
No,
he just knows that I say Kitchener's finest for Jamal Murray.
Ruined it.
Yeah. That's okay. It's okay. That's yours. 27 dresses.
Well, I'm happy.
That's Detroit. I mean, that's got to be.
They said they will visit Kitchener in 2021, so that's something.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't rush to get to Kitchener, for being honest, but I'm just kidding. It's a fine city. Look, I'm from Stratford. It's like 3 times the size. It's got to be, no, hold on. It's way bigger than that. Anyway, view the progress, because this is always fun. Do you guys do this all the time?
Let me add you back in.
I always look at this.
No, I do too.
All right.
Favorite moment you currently own and the moment that you want most that you do not have currently.
Okay. I'm just going to remove this from the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Favorite moment I currently own. Like I said, I tried to get a lot of, like, when I got in early, I was like, I want to get a lot of, like, star young players. Man, that's a good question. I've got the LeBron, like, turnaround corner 3, which is just a fun ass moment. And it's LeBron. I pulled it in a pack too.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. But I like, my first moment means a lot to me. It's got a special place in my heart. The Kyle Lowry stupid 3 where he thinks he's drawing the foul and he just chucks it up and it goes in. So maybe that one too. I'll tell you one I want, Oliver.
Which one?
I want a Kyrie. I want a Series 1 Kyrie. Because it's a sick moment.
Didn't you open a Kyrie on here, Oliver? Like a crazy Kyrie?
It was a Series 2 tip-off, season tip-off.
Kyrie. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I ended up converting that to a Michael Porter Jr., so that was what I did with that.
I do love that. It's the Series 1 Top Shot debut moment for Kyrie.
Yes,
where I don't know, he does a hezzy on like 3 Grizzly players, I feel like. I know he's got Jonas Valanciunas stumbling and bumbling and stuff like that. It's just a cool moment. And I'm high on Kyrie Irving right now. I'm probably too high. But I just think he's had an unbelievable season. It's gone a little under the radar. So
absolutely.
I'll go that one. Yeah, Kyrie.
I agree. You guys can see this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. See what we got here. And then remember, we still have one more pack to give away. It's for people that entered on basketballnews.com/topshot. If you don't win this one, if you enter today, you're still entered for next week. So definitely go enter at basketballnews.com/topshot. All right. See what we got. Clint Capella, 11,726 out of 12,000.
I had Clint Capella on my All-NBA 7th team today on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, you heard me right. All-NBA 7th team. I'm a sicko. I named 10 All-NBA teams.
That's amazing. I love that idea.
I wouldn't be disappointed if I was Clint Capella.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
solid.
The top, what is that, 30 players?
Yeah,
35 players?
Yeah.
That's
it's like, he's got to slot into the center position.
Yeah,
so it's
true.
really saying he's a top 7 center. in the
Ooh,
league,
I
which
like
think
this
is fair.
one. I like this one.
Oh, LaMarcus.
Shout
There's
out
no
LaMarcus.
more Top Shot moments for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah.
I would not believe, unless he does a run it back or something. But that's a good serial.
3,369 out of 15,000. Not too shabby. This was actually the first moment I ever pulled. You mentioned your Kyle Lowry. This was the first.
Yep.
I opened a pack. I pulled this one, and yeah, so this is my first moment ever.
Oh,
so
there you
pretty
go.
cool. All right, let's see, we
Good luck
got
to you.
final
Good luck to you.
Pistons.
Grant. Yeah.
Jeremy Grant. 10,356 out of 15,000.
Oh,
He's been killing it this year. He's incredible.
Yeah, had him on my All NBA 9th team.
There you go.
I love it. That's amazing.
I mean, it was a weird experiment.
How hard was that to come up with, especially the last few teams? Like that's
the
how long did
last
that
two
take you?
teams are hilarious, and then I did like 20 snubs just to make it even more hilarious.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
I put a couple hours into it yesterday. I'm not proud to say that, but hey,
No, that's awesome.
I
I
get
love
paid
it.
for it, I guess. Yeah, it was fun.
I love
it was
the
fun.
dedication.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing, I made waves with Trey because I didn't have Harden on a team because I made the cutoff 45 games played.
Yeah.
And Harden's at 43 right now, so he could get to 45, but I don't think he's going to play in both of the final games. But LeBron is at 43, and I think he is going to play in the final 2 games. So anyway, it was this big thing. Harden is
He's gonna do it just to spite you.
Yeah, he might. He might. I mean, he'll have to rip up all 10 teams and start over again. If Harden does it.
So this is the winner of this pack, who, as I mentioned, entered at basketballnews.com/topshot. The winner is Stephen M. Chan. So shout out Stephen. Again, if you guys, even if you didn't win, go enter. You could win for next week. We give away a pack every week, so definitely check that out. And let's see what Stephen got.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
All
LeBron,
right.
I think LeBron is coming out of one of these 3 moments.
Yeah, it would keep the streak alive for episodes at least.
We got Draymond.
Draymond
Nice serial too.
1,255 out of 15,000. Not
Love
too
it.
shabby there. It's a great pass.
Still just criminally underrated in my opinion.
Draymond.
Yeah, just
He's on my all future broadcaster team.
Oh,
He's,
yeah,
I mean,
that's a lot.
he's a current broadcaster, to be honest. But he's going to be amazing.
A fun game. That's a fun game.
I think Spencer Dinwiddie's also on there, but he's probably going to go, do something cryptocurrency or business related instead. But he'd be an incredible broadcaster, I think. Isaiah Thomas is another one that I think is incredible. Every time I've interviewed Isaiah, I've left the interview just being like, wow, that might be the best interview I've ever done. And just because he will give all these amazing stories and great quotes and just super candid, he's incredible.
Donovan Mitchell has to be on that list, right?
Who?
Donnie Mitchell.
Yeah. Oh, he's awesome too. Yep. That's a good one.
The problem is there are a lot of guys that are good at it, but I think once they start doing it, Luka.
This is a great assist, by the way.
Steven, you got a Luka.
Oh,
4,804 out of 15,000. That is a great assist around the guy that was drafted ahead of him.
Oh,
revenge assist.
This is the nice thing about these old packs. Like you said, this was a release 10, right? It's there aren't a lot of bad, quote unquote bad players. You know what I mean? You're really getting, for the most part, good player. Who's the worst player we've even ripped here tonight? Maybe it's Taco Fall. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
easily at that. So
sorry, Taco.
I was sorry, Taco, if you're watching.
Kawhi Leonard, look at this pack.
What
1,000. It's 1,339 at 2,000. So you got Kawhi, Luka, and Draymond. Steven.
Wow.
Look at you.
If we're putting them together like a fantasy team or something,
that's some numbers.
That's one of the best packs you can pull.
Yeah, this team's incredible. If you actually had them play together.
If you want to play them, put them 3-on-3. Put them in the FIBA tournament 3-on-3 and see what they can do. Because
that'd be a tough team.
And it's actually I don't know. I genuinely do not know how they would guard people or how they would play people because they're all basically the same size.
Yeah.
6'7" to 6'9", all can shoot the 3, all can defend fairly decent.
I love it.
Intriguing.
I want to see more NBA players play in the 3-on-3 stuff. Or I've been a huge proponent of we need to have. I remember back in the day they almost did a Shaq versus Hakeem 1-on-1 matchup, and then there was going to be undercards, and then I think Hakeem hurt his back, so it didn't happen. But I would love to see a one-on-one type thing on pay-per-view, 3-on-3 contest. Like, we got to have something like that because I think that would just be so much fun with NBA players. Like, imagine Kyrie in a one-on-one or 3-on-3 type setting. That would just be incredible.
Must-watch television, no doubt.
Yes.
I mean,
I need the pig and horse. I know people hate watching pig and horse because of how good these players are, but you just have to make a stipulation like no shooting threes, no shooting free throw. Like, just take all of that out and just do the crazy shots that Steph does before the game. Like, that's the only shots they should be taking.
Yeah, and do it in person. We don't want the last horse like whenever it was all over Zoom or over camera phones. Like, that was rough.
I think it has to be done recorded though in advance, because as great as these guys are, if they're trying very difficult shots, there's going to be misses, and it's very boring to then see, a guy trying to hit a 60-foot off the bounce, off the board. Like, they can do it. But you don't want to see like 6-7 misses. What is going to be like the Birdman in the dunk contest? Like, that gets boring. So if they did it right and you could take away everyone's cell phones that were there and like actually keep it a secret and then edit it to like the best shots, that would be, I think, badass.
That's a great.
They should explore doing that.
Idea. That's a good option there. Yeah, love it.
I love it. Well, maybe it will happen on the No Dunks channel. Everyone, check out. That's my bad segue. Check out No Dunks.
We'll do that.
Check out Top Shot Hot Boys. You guys are doing an incredible job. So shout out to you. And thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate it,
guys. That was awesome. Anytime you want me to jump on, rip a pack with you guys, talk a little Top Shot, talk some NBA, I'm ready. So let me know. And if you're catching this live right now, join us tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Over on the No Dunks YouTube channel, happy hour charity drive, we're calling it, for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're trying to raise $1 more than WWE superstar Xavier Woods did like a couple weeks or months ago. I guess he did one for St. Jude. We're going to try and beat him, because I have it in my head that if we beat him, he has to give us like a tag team championship belt or something like that. Like, it would make us the champs.
I love it.
So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and beat him by $1 tonight and have some fun. So join us tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll go for a couple hours. So hopefully see some of you there.
That's amazing. So definitely check that out. We'll retweet it. So, check it out on Twitter. If you forget the link or forget the information, you'll find it on Twitter. But we appreciate everyone watching. Congrats to Dre, Steven, BMAC. Sorry for butchering your name. And we'll be back next Thursday. Thanks, guys.
Take care.